Hey everyone, this is First Warn Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Brad Panovich here in Charlotte, North Carolina with your ski southeast forecast for the last week of February. And it's sad news. We've had this blowtorch heat wave which is shutting down a lot of the ski resorts in the southeast. Still holding out hope for the summit next week and for areas north that are holding on to some snow, because I promise you it looks like things are going to change at least for the first couple weeks of March, but there's not a lot of time left. That's the problem. We're running out of calendar right now for anything to happen. So you can see that southwest flow really cranking in that warm air across all of the southeast, and we're going to see showers moving across every place across the southeast. We're not going to see snow with any of this, and the temperatures are going to stay well above average. But there is a cold front that's going to move through on Sunday, and there is a chance that there we will see some slightly cooler temperatures on the backside of that system as it moves through. Now, as we take a look at the snowfall forecast, obviously not much to show you here. We don't have any snow in the forecast for anywhere in the southeast, so the overall forecast is not looking real promising. I've got no snowmaking conditions and no natural snow anywhere in the southeast. But the Ski Southeast Summit next week up in Snowshoe, which I'll be heading up there are some good signs. As we look ahead to next weekend in the long range 8 to 14 day outlook, there's signs that we could see below average temperatures across a good chunk of the southeast. At least a 30, maybe 40% chance of seeing those below average temperatures. And on top of that, there's a potential for a storm next weekend. We're talking that first weekend in March. Here's the long range forecast. You can see this storm system approaching next week, and there is an associated cold front with it that could bring us some much colder weather. Now you see, it looks like all rain here, but there are hints that there's going to be some upper elevation snows with this at the beginning. And if we don't see it at the beginning, watch what happens at the end of this. This low cranks up on the coast next Friday, and see what happens there. We actually start to see some snow develop. If this low east coast storm cranks up, we get cold air and some northwest flow snow, and the potential that this could be pretty substantial depending on the track. Now, it's pretty far out there, but when I see this showing up in the long range with this big coastal low and flow coming straight out of Canada, I mean, look at this flow straight down. This is all cold and very snowy looking pattern for the higher elevations starting next weekend. So bad news in the short term. There's literally nothing that points to cold or snow between now and the middle of next week. But by next weekend for the summit, keep your fingers crossed, everybody heading up there, we could see conditions improve quite dramatically. I'll have updates throughout the weekend and next week as we prepare. I want snow and a big dumping to come to Snowshoe for everyone heading to the summit. Feel bad for a lot of the resorts that had to shut down. This is a really early end of the season, almost as bad as last year, though the first part of this season was so good. It kind of makes up for this, but man, you'd love to make it into March at least in many of these places. And this year, it's just been so hot, so long, and these are record-breaking temperatures. Thanks, snow, everybody. I still think we got a 2-week period in March where if we get lucky, we could see some stuff develop.